It takes more than drinking tea and knowing who the royal family is to be British. Lots of people who weren't born in Britain take the British citizenship test as part of becoming a citizen.
Today, we're going to be taking a small citizenship test to see whether we would get our citizenship or whether we should give ours up.
Here we have some of the questions from the British citizenship test, also called the Life in the UK test. We're going to answer them, but cheat a little bit by working together.
In the real test, there are 24 questions, and you have to get 75% of them right in order to pass the test.
So, the first question is, what is the title of the British national anthem?
Okay.
Is it A, Sweet Caroline,
I wish.
B, Land of Hope and Glory, C, Football's Coming Home, or D, God Save the Queen?
Okay, this one shouldn't be too hard. Yeah.
I'm pretty much 100% sure that it's D, God Save the Queen.
It is, yeah.
Should we find out? It is.
D, God Save the Queen. Although, probably sung less than all of those other songs.
That's true.
Where is the city of Swansea located? A, in Scotland, B, in England, C, in Wales, D, on the Isle of Man.
Oh, the Isle of Man. I'm pretty sure it's not D. I think it's C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's C. Yeah, can confirm the answer is C.
Great. The next question is, the Elizabethan period is known for its richness of poetry and drama, especially for the plays and poems of which playwright? Is it A, William Shakespeare, B, Thomas Hardy, C, Alexander Dumas, or D, Charles Dickens?
Well, you studied English.
It's Shakespeare. It's A, Shakespeare. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad we got that one right. Which British city hosted the Olympic Games in 2012? A, Manchester, B, Birmingham, C, London, D, Glasgow. And yeah, I think we both know.
London,
the capital.
2012.
London 2012. It is London.
Yay! In which two wars was England involved during the Middle Ages? A, the Crusades,
Okay.
B, the Peninsular War, C, the Opium War, D, the 100 Years' War.
Okay, I think I'd say the Crusades.
Yeah.
The whole fight for the Holy Land.
Yes.
I'm fairly sure that is one of them.
Middle Ages?
I hope so.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I thought the 100 Years' War was in the 1800s, but I don't know why I thought that. That could be completely wrong.
Well, no. My answer is the Crusades.
Okay.
You can choose the second one.
I'm going to say B, Peninsular War, because I have no idea what else it could be.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's check.
Oh, you were right! It is the Crusades and the 100 Years' War.
Okay, so if we lose our citizenship,
It's
this is
all
your
my
fault. Which building in London has the Elizabeth Tower?
Oh.
Is it A, Buckingham Palace, B, St Paul's Cathedral, C, the Houses of Parliament, or D, the London Eye?
That's C, Houses of Parliament.
Because Elizabeth Tower is
Big Ben.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
Big Ben is actually the Elizabeth Tower.
And, yep, it is C, Houses of Parliament.
Great. When did the War of the Roses start?
Ooh.
A, 1388, B, 1455, C, 1462, or D, 1478?
Okay, I know that the War of the Roses was the House of Lancashire and the House of York
Yes.
who were fighting against each other.
Yes.
And it was called Roses because they both had the
One
rose
had
as
a red
symbol.
rose and one had a white rose as a
But
symbol.
none of this answers the question. It was Richard III. I don't know if you know his
Yes, that was
time period.
before the Tudors.
Yeah, the Tudors became the rulers thanks
After
to the War of the
war.
Roses.
So, I think it's either A or B, but I could be completely
I
wrong.
think it's A or B.
Maybe. Did you think it was later than that?
No. B, C and D are all very close together.
That's true.
So I'm happy to go with B. I don't think it's A.
No. B, 1455.
Yeah.
Let's see. It is! It's B, 1455.
That's good.
Good.
Ready. In which two countries of the UK are the National Saints' Days official holidays? A. England, B. Northern Ireland, C. Scotland, D. Wales.
Only two.
Yeah, two countries are official holidays. I don't think it's an official holiday in England.
Okay.
St George's Day, I don't...
No, you don't have the day off for St George's Day.
and I think as a school kid, I'd remember.
Yeah,
if we were allowed
definitely.
This day of school.
And that was in April, so...
I think St Andrew's Day is a holiday in Scotland.
In Scotland, okay.
Is that St Andrew?
Yeah, that's St Andrew.
Then I think
Scotland
again is my offer, and then you can choose Northern Ireland and Wales.
This did not go well last time. I think probably Northern Ireland.
You think Northern Ireland? Okay, we'll go for B and C, okay. Northern Ireland and Scotland. And it is indeed
Yay!
B and C, Northern Ireland and Scotland.
Which country was Britain brought into conflict with during the 19th century because they were expanding and trading in similar areas?
Okay.
Was it A, Spain, B, France, C, Germany, or D, the Netherlands?
Okay, the problem here is that England have been in conflict with a lot of countries.
A lot of the time.
Include Spain, France. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all four of those, we've been in a lot of wars.
Yes.
I want to say the Netherlands, because I think the Netherlands, the trading, I think the Netherlands were also heavily involved in trade.
So this is the 19th century, which is the 1800s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say the Netherlands, but I would not be surprised if it was
any of
Spain
the other ones.
or France. I don't think it's Germany.
No, because during the 1800s, Queen Victoria was queen, and she was married to Albert, who was German. So I think it's really unlikely that we were in conflict with Germany.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
That's where my logic comes to an end.
I want to say the Netherlands.
Let's say the Netherlands, okay? It's France.
Okay, no, I'll take that mistake. It all comes down to this.
Does it?
True or false? If you are a Commonwealth citizen living in the UK, you can vote in all public elections. This hasn't affected me.
If you're a Commonwealth citizen, so if you're Canadian or Australian, but you live in the UK,
you can vote in all public elections. True or false?
I want to say false.
Ooh.
Do you think it's true?
I was going to say true.
Although, thinking about it, it's a big deal being allowed to vote, and you'd think it'd look a little bit bad if they said, actually, you can't vote.
Yeah, I think, should we say true?
True. Go on, true.
It's true.
Okay, good.
That's a relief.
So, we got 8 out of 10, which means we passed the test. We can stay in the UK.
And how did you find the test? Did you think it was too easy, too hard?
I thought, it was harder than I thought it would be. I thought it would be easier than it is, especially since I'm British and I've lived my whole life in Britain. Yeah,
I found that the answers were very specific, the facts and figures.
Yes.
And I don't think you really need to know those facts and figures to feel British.
Right, definitely. I think it doesn't really represent life in the UK.
Yeah.
Because if you went to someone on the street and said, when did the War of the Roses start, they'd look at you like you were crazy.
Yeah, and so do you think anyone would be able to pass the test?
Theoretically, yes, if you studied enough. There's a book, I think, where you can learn all of the answers, and anyone who can learn the answers can pass the test.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was interesting to do it.
Yeah, very interesting, and relieved that we passed.
Yes.
So, that was our attempt at the Life in the UK test.
Let us know what you think about the test and whether you think you'd pass. See you next time.